Hi, welcome to the Cutesy Shelf. My name is DM. Today I wanted to share some of the projects that I've been working on using some of the dies that I received as part of my design team packages from the KSCRAFT store on Aliexpress, and I'm going to put a link to all the products in the description box below. So one of the dies that I used is this beautiful mini Slimline set. And this comes with a beautiful doily edge, as you can see here, which has really like intricate details. And this was designed by Nicole Silhouette. It also comes with this rectangular piece with the stitching details. And the fun thing about this card is that it creates like these flaps with perforated lines that you can like tear back and reveal either messages or images underneath. So for example, if you wanted to reveal the gender of a baby, you could put messages underneath each of those flaps. For example, you can put it's a girl or it's a boy, or just really fun images. So let me show you the card that I made. I went with a birthday theme. And then if you're anything like me, like I'm afraid that I might rip those those flaps the wrong way. So instead, what you can do is I cut along the perforated lines. That way I could also make this card last a little longer. And then for each of those flaps that you see, like I just put really fun images of these cupcakes, these cute little kawaii cupcakes that I found off of a shop called Caparuja Sketch on Etsy, and I'm gonna put a link to it in the description box below. So underneath each of the flaps, I did put a message. For example, this one says party, and then I also decorated the flaps, and then I did the same for each of them. And then this one says make a wish. And then I also backed it with a really fun cardstock at the back just to give it more interest as well. And then as you can see, each of them has like a magnetic closure, which also helps keep the flaps stay in place. And then, which I think is really fun. So as you can see, it's got beautiful stitching details, and I really love like that beautiful doily edge. And then for my card, I also layered this entire piece with foam just to give it a little bit more dimension. Really fun. And then you could also write a message on the back as well. And then for this one, I just hung some fun charms on the side here. And then for my images as well, I was able to make them holographic because like that was inspired by Denise, who has a YouTube channel here on YouTube, and it's called the Denise R1, and I'm gonna put a link to it in the description box below. You should really check it out because she is a fantastic crafter, and she has like such inspiring ideas, which I really love. And she inspired me to like make holographic stickers. So I did watch her video and where she explained how she made them, and like I was intrigued. So I was able to find some holographic like sticker sheets that I got off of Aliexpress, which looks like this. And they do have many different styles. For example, this one's got little stars on it, as you can see. And then in this pack that I bought, you get 50 sheets that measure roughly 8.5 inches by 11 inches, which is like really big. 50 sheets, and I paid about $30 US for that, for example. And then also, if you live in the States, you could find holographic sticker paper at Hobby Lobby, for example. So for example, I had this sheet in my stash for like the longest time, and I didn't realize like it's a sticker sheet. I thought it was like just holographic paper. So what you would do is you would just, these sticker sheets don't require any foiling, which is really cool and really simple. So you would just print out your digital images, or just take any image really, and then you'd peel the film back and then just add it onto your digitals. And then if you're using like a Trinket or a Silhouette machine, for example, you would just print your images, add the sticker film before cutting the images out. Otherwise, like you could also, like if you don't have a digital cutting machine, you could also put the sticker film over your image and fussy cut around them. So that was a brilliant idea by Denise. Okay, and then I wanted to show you the next die that I worked with, which is it's another mini slimline set, which looks like this. And again, these are just so beautiful because look at all the stitching details. This is what I call like dies with value. Like when you get stitching details like this, it adds a lot of beauty to your cards and projects. So this one you get 3 pieces. So you get this one on the outside here, and then this layering piece, and then these little ones here, like this creates a window. And then I would recommend keeping this intact in case you wanted to make a shaker as well. So let me show you how my card turned out. I went with a fun mermaid theme, and this is how it turned out. This is just so like adorable because each of the windows do have stitching details. And so let me show you the images here. They're really cute. The images that I use for this are from another Etsy shop called The Happy Graphics, which I'll put a link to in the description box below. But yeah, I turned it into a shaker. I made it quite thick using 2 layers of foam. And then for this outer piece here, which is another layering piece, I just cut it out of purple glitter cardstock. And so simple and so pretty. And then think of all the possibilities you can do with this. Like you can put messages in each of those windows as well, and you can use like all sorts of characters and make this a really fun card. So this one's got a sentiment that says mermaid kisses, starfish wishes, which I just made those sentiments using my silhouette machine. And then next up, I took out this die set here, which creates these 2 mini book sizes. So this is the larger one. This is the backing piece. This creates the spine. This is the pages that you would layer onto this piece here. And it also comes with these beautiful flourishes. And then this is the smaller set. So let me show you the embellishments that I made. So for my first set of embellishments, I went with a doodle bug theme. So I took out the Made with Love doodle bug paper and ephemera that I have, and just created these little books, which I think are so cute. So here's another one. And then for each of them, I also punched an eyelet, as you can see here, and then added a charm to each. So for example, like I picked up a whole bunch of baking themed charms from Aliexpress recently, well, maybe a month ago. So this one's got like a mixer, this one has a little baking pan, and this one's got the measuring spoons. And then for each of them, I just added those die cut words, and it came from a die from, it's a Recollections die that you can get at Michael's. And the sentiments are like the perfect size for these books. And this is the larger size. And then I just added the stickers on, and then I think it turned out really cute. And then for each of them, like I did layer them with a piece of cardstock as well as a foam board in between here. And I did layer the back just to give it a finished look for each of them. And then the foam makes it really fun because it's like a little book. And then let me show you how to put this die together, because I also got a question about it from one of my viewers. Okay, so this is what it would look like. So we have the base piece here. The spine fits right along the edge of the book here. And then this is the piece for the pages. And I believe what the designer of the die had in mind when they created this is that it was meant to like stick directly onto a project. For example, if you had a card, you would stick this book down and then glue this piece in. But then a lot of us do like to make embellishments such as these little books that I made here. So the only thing that I wish they did differently with this is either like give us a layering piece, or because what happens is when you add this piece here, right, it fits perfectly into the slot here with not much room to glue this piece in if you're making an embellishment. So my solution to that is I just use a piece of like tape to stick, like to hold this together like this, as you can see. So the only thing I wish they did is either give us a backing piece, or they could have kept this piece intact so that we can just layer this piece right onto it. and then it would have been much sturdier. And so again, like this was not designed by Nicole, it was by another designer, just to let you know. So so that's what I would recommend for that part. The other thing that you can do is like if you were to like you could add that piece of tape like I did here, but alternatively what you can do is you can cut two of these base pieces and then stagger them. So for example, you would stagger them like this, because this book is not like symmetrical, right? You could stagger it like this, but you would still need to cut this piece off. That way, like you could make it a little bit more sturdy. You have a backing piece to like add this, the page part onto like that. But you would still need to cut off the little pieces of paper back here as well as down here if you go that route. So those are just some tips for you if you wanted to make embellishments. But otherwise, I think this is such a cute design. Like, you know, it looks like it's a 3D book with the way it's angled here. And then for my little Doodlebug books here, I also made a little file folder for these. Let me just show you. So for example, this is what my little file folder looks like. And this was quite simple to make because I just used whatever I had in my stash to make this. And for this, for example, I just used some like pocket dies, tag pocket dies. So let me just show you what they look like. So I chose this one because it's got a layering piece here and it's got these flaps already. So basically all I did is I cut this out twice, and then so I can get like each side for my file folder. And then I just cut like this strip of paper so that I could hold the two sides together. And I just made it as thick as I wanted. So for example, I wanted it to fit these little books here. So I just made it so that it would fit these perfectly like this. And so that is an idea for you. So you could make these file folders really simple, like from scratch as well. Or if you have a border die, you could give it a fun like edge, or use those you know, type of tag pocket dies that I just showed you. So that is another idea for you. And then these books, I thought like there's so many possibilities because you could also gift them to someone and put their favorite books on the cover. So for example, these ones, I used digital images of vintage coloring books that I got off of Etsy, and it comes from the KB and Friends store on Etsy, which I'm going to put a link to in the description box below. But these are in an Easter theme, which I think are adorable, and I just added little charms to them. So for example, this one's got the little bunny, and then this is like a duck charm, and then this guy looks like he's at the fair, so I added a little ice cream cone here. And again, like I got all these charms off of Aliexpress. And so really, like, so many possibilities. Like you could turn them into tags as well. And for example, you could put a to and from on the back, or you could also like turn these into little ornaments as well. So imagine making like gifting it to someone and putting their favorite book on the cover. So that's an idea for you. And then so for example, this large one, let me just do the measurement for you. So across, it measures 2 and roughly 3/8 of an inch, and then the height is a little less than 3 inches. And then I did cut out some examples of the smaller books just to show you as well. So for example, this is what the small books look like. I did one in a strawberry shortcake theme and then one in a rainbow bright theme here. And I think they're just adorable. So for example, this rainbow bright one, I got this digital image off of Etsy. It's actually of a vintage Valentine decoration, which I do have as well. But so for example, this small one, let me do the measurement for you. It measures across 1 3/4 inches by roughly 2 1/4 inches. So I think they're like, these are such a fun idea. And then imagine cutting out several of them and staggering them and putting them onto a card. I think it would look really cute. And then I was thinking of other things that you can do with this. And of course, like you could turn it into a booklet, like I did with this one here. So for this one, I used some digital images from a shop called K and May on Etsy. And it's in a vintage like sewing theme. So that's what I did for this book. I added some ribbon here just to decorate the side of it. I added this little bow charm here. And then I also decorated the back of the book. And so in the book here, I used the like images from this collection to decorate the pages. And like for the pages, I did kind of stretch it like sideways a bit so that it would fit my pages. But otherwise, they don't look that stretched out, just to let you know. But I think it's such a cute idea. Imagine like also if you made a booklet and put photos inside. I think that would be like a really fun idea to gift to someone. So that's how the little booklet turned out. And then also for this booklet, I did layer the front and back with foam board as well, just to give it a little bit of thickness so that you can hold it like this. And a lot of possibilities. You could have even made little like pockets inside for your booklet. So that's an idea for you. And then the other thing that you could also do with this is turn it into little trinket boxes. So for example, this one is in a strawberry shortcake theme. And for this one, I use, like I scanned the front of some coloring books that I have. And I just like added the images to the cover of the book here. And then this is just a box that I created from scratch just to see what it would look like. And I did decorate the box. So this is what it looks like on the inside. If you're making a box, just remember to keep the bottom of the box like smaller than the top so that you're able to close it easily. And then this is the bottom of the box. Like I did decorate it to give it a finished look with another image of a like strawberry shortcake coloring book that I have. So those are some ideas for you with this little book. And again, I'm gonna link everything in the description box below. Oh, and one more thing, like I just wanted to show you like the magnets that I use for my card. So if anyone is interested, so these are really thin but super strong magnets that you can find off of Aliexpress, for example. And so for example, this one measures 10 millimeters in diameter, and it's got a 0.5 millimeter thickness, which is so very thin, and it's quite strong. So that's what I use for my Lift the Flap card. So those are my projects for today. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have any like questions or comments, please let me know down below and I'd be happy to answer. And I really appreciate everybody watching. So I just wanted to quickly pull my projects in here. And then, oh yeah, one more thing. This is a cabochon where I added a clear bail to the back with E6000. That way you could turn cabochons into charms, because one of my viewers was wondering about that. Just added this clear bail, which I could put a link to in the description box below as well. So thank you everyone for watching. Bye.